Welcome back to another episode of the Hoodie and the Headband podcast show. Back as always, your co-host Bryce, here with my boy Tariq. It's a new week.
I don't know why my first and last name.
It's a new week. You know I gotta ask you, how you doing?
It's a parade inside my city, yeah. That's how I'm doing. That boy John Morant played basketball today. If y'all listen, obviously if y'all watching, he played last night. But
John's back, baby. 12 back. SC in the building. SC stand up. Come on, man. We here. Look at that man, 25 to life.
I was just about to say
that. I can't even take myself serious.
I was like, man, I feel like, that man was down.
My boy beat the case. They let a real one out.
They told that boy, they asked that man, is your chain real?
That was the most disrespectful thing ever, bro. Oh my gosh.
NBA, what you think?
He was like, are those diamonds?
I'm a millionaire.
I'm a millionaire. I mean, what you think? They play with that boy, bro. They disrespect that boy.
The aunt turned around and said, yeah, all my chains fake.
Send the video.
Hey, that man cheap now.
The video. Hey, listen, man. NBA is, I think NBA might be at its peak again.
Again, that should stay at its peak. This should be never boring. There's
right.
always something.
Hey, Wes, how you doing, bro?
I'm doing good, man. Couple of days closer to break. I need it. Just time to relax. Just take my mind off everything. Not off everything, but just not be as focused. I've been trying to just go. Need a couple of days to just stop, slow down, and then come back and be even better than I was before. Yeah, man, a lot of fun things going on, both in NBA, college basketball. Yeah, we smoked North Carolina, so yeah. With them North Carolina fans, they were silent in the chat. Yeah, talking to y'all, Max, Jacob. Yeah, silent in the chat. I ain't hear nothing. Not a good game. Not a we shouldn't have done this. I ain't hear nothing. Smoke. I told y'all a couple weeks ago when we was going through the schedule. I looked at North Carolina. We not worried about them. Them boys got players that have been there 17 years. Come on now, we ain't worried about that. Paige cooking. Yeah, so I'm doing good, man. How about you, bro?
I'm doing good. Can't complain, man. Maintaining, man. You know me.
Oh, hold on. I'll let you finish.
All right, but nah, it's the holiday season. Fan coming in town. That's always great. Or you got that. She fam. She counts as fam.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. Mm-mm. She's a part of the family.
You say the girl in the fam, my girl in the fam. You don't say the fam. When you say the fam, they don't assume that your girl is coming too.
Okay. Well, with that being said, my girl and my fam is in town, so it's lit. I see everybody's family. I'm sorry. So, family holds a special place in my heart. If you fam,
he trying to clean that shit up.
I'm being for real though. Fam, but yeah, fam coming in town, girl coming in town. So started hooping again, getting back right into getting in the gym. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
The gun-free show, sir.
I lost my COVID weight, huh?
The gun-free show, sir.
I got a license for mine.
That was low-key glazed. I ain't gonna lie. I got it. Oh, that was lucky.
All right, anyways, but no, I'm feeling back. I'm getting back right. Been going to the gym frequently, consistently. Went to the gym yesterday. Man, I went to the gym yesterday, man. And I don't respect the pickleball. I don't respect the senior citizens. But I walked in the gym yesterday. They got both sides of the gym packed pickleball. I'm like, damn. I get to the gym like 9:30. I know it's early for our crowd to be going to the gym, be going anywhere.
9:30 early.
I know. I mean, because we both wake up early. That ain't early for us, but that's early for our age range. People in their early to mid 20s. That's early to them. They sleeping in, you know.
Shit, must be nice.
But yeah, getting to the gym 9:30. I'm just like, all right, cool. I'm gonna shoot around whatever before work, right? I get there, I'm thinking like, dang. And normally when they do have the pickleball set up, you know, and somebody wants to play basketball, they move the pickleball courts, right? Whatever. I was like, hey, you know, it's like, yo, it's a, you know, I know it's a pickleball going on, you know, it's like whatever this, that, and that. And she's like, oh yeah, on Mondays is pickleball from 9 to 12. I was like, damn. So I just sat there for like 15 minutes, just like sit. I just sat there like I was like, well, cause I like lost motivation after that. And I was like, all right, so I'm just go get a good workout in. Get a good workout in and stuff. I'm working out. And it's like mad people in there. I'm like, damn, it's not the new year yet. No, everybody come after the new year. And so I'm working out and stuff, whatever. And then they got like the daycare that's there too. And they got like the kids playing around outside and stuff. I look out the window, it's the Grinch. I'm like, what the gym got going on? I'm not lying either. I got pictures. I was like, the Grinch just come walking past the window. I was like, I'm curling. I'm like, is that the Grinch? What the? And the kids running up to the Grinch and everything, and they're like, yo, you know, I'm bugging out. And so I like continue on my workout and stuff, and I'm wrapping up. The Grinch is making his way through the whole gym now, going up the folks. I'm like, yeah, I'm leaving right on time.
You'd have been like, you look over the Grinch standing right next to you, like, what's up, bro?
Gym was on foolishness yesterday, but oh no, I'm getting back in the gym, getting back right. I'm feeling great. I'm feeling great. I'm in a good spot, actively, physically, healthy. So that's good. But let's get to it. Man. We got a good episode for y'all,
Hold
man.
on, hold on, hold on. I got a couple of gripes.
Uh-oh.
All right. It's the fantasy football playoffs. And we got people deciding not to show up, man.
I hate it. Bro, listen. I was scared this was gonna happen. I was scared. Not my team. Not my team. My team showing up. My team good. My team continuing to be up top like they've been all year. But so some of our listeners that are out there that are dealing with some fantasy mishaps or whatever, you know. I don't know. But I mean, this is one league that I'm in. The playoffs started what today? Not today. This week. Playoffs have started this week for us,
Oh,
and like this past week. But it's a 2 week matchup for each. So the semifinals is 2 weeks, and then the finals is 2 weeks. And so I'm like, all right. So I'm down right now, but I'm only down by 6 points. Make that up, whatever. But I was like, I don't know. I had Najee Harris. He had 1.4 points. I was like, no.
Derrick Henry.
Derrick Henry. I feel bad for anybody who had Derrick Henry, bro.
Me.
I feel bad for anybody who had Derrick Henry this week, who betted on Derrick Henry this week, all that. I feel bad. My apologies.
Hold on. Because some people sold me. And then Steph tried to sell me on Sunday night. The nigga Curry had 9 fucking points. He damn near did. He only had 8. I hear missing free throws at the end of the game. Just throwing up half-court shots.
I'm glad I took this weekend off from betting. Oh, that, you see, I man Shay caption. He's like Shay over, Shay under, but they don't give me nothing or something, whatever.
Hey,
and then boy one was like, "We gotta get you in the studio this summer, bro."
Facts. That was one of them ones. I was like, "Damn, that's a bar." I was like, "Nah, that shit's crazy." So I had March Chase got hurt. Garrett Wilson had 5. Oh. Say what y'all want about Zach Wilson. No. Say what y'all want about Zach Wilson. That shit Trevor Simeon was out there doing.
We're not talking about the Jets. I don't care. They're out the playoffs. We don't care. I don't care about the damn Jets. Stop. I was having a good day. Now you want to bring up the damn New York Jets. They suck. They scored 0 points.
I don't even care about that. I don't even care about that.
Sag.
I don't care about that. I'm talking about. I had to play the Dolphins defense, and Trevor Simeon's out here. What?
You know, I don't even know who we play next week, but I might pick up their defense just because if we put up another stinker like that,
bruh.
But yeah, Shay over, Shay under, Shay you owe me bread because you didn't cover it. Yeah. Just know who to go to when you need a bucket before the buzzer too.
Woo, boss. He went crazy with that caption right there. He normally got the good captions, but that one was.
I got a con for anything. I'm not missing a move. And I remember everybody in the past that tried dissing the 2. I was taught not to steal growing up, but I don't listen to the rules.
That's nasty. That's nasty. Yes, I am busy, but I ain't asthmatic.
All right, let's get the show started. So, as you mentioned, that boy John Morant is back. December 19th. Made his return. I'm talking in past tense, even though the game ain't happened
yet. I was about to say,
we're recording before the game. But John Morant made his return. Can't even talk. That's why I hate about recording before.
I was about to say you can't say made because he ain't done it yet.
All right, let's not talk about it. All right, so let's talk about it in this way. John Morant is back. The Grizzlies are 6-19. Lost 5 straight.
Pop the Molly, I'm sweating.
How would this help the Grizzlies, man? I mean, obviously it'll be a big help to get their point guard back, but
it'll give 25 at least extra points every night. Shit, them boys. I mean, the defense isn't bad. It's just
Dylan Brooks coming back, taking the game away from y'all.
Walking your trap, take over your trap. Desmond Bain was talking shit. You can't dribble. I'm like, oh, nah.
Nah, people were tripping though. I feel like people were tripping. People were tripping because he got a tribute video.
He should have.
Exactly. It's far worse that have got tribute videos.
Niggas that didn't even step on the court for the team and got a tribute video. Like, oh, you was on the bench and we won a championship.
Oh, you was a two-way player.
Like,
no disrespect two-way players, but
I don't know about the two-way players. I ain't never seen a two-way players get one.
I mean, I haven't. I've seen a thank you post when they get traded.
Well, nigga, you gotta do that. That's just social media.
Courtesy right there,
yeah. I mean, they need more than just Ja back. They need Marcus Smart back. They need Luke Kennard back. They need fucking another center.
They went all Luke Kennard and Marcus Smart still.
You ain't know that?
I knew there was without Marcus Smart.
Bro, they injury report.
Like, damn, he's been out that long.
They injury report looks crazy, dog.
Marcus Smart, Luke Kennard, Jaren Jackson Jr., Desmond Bain. That's a team that wins games.
Yeah. But, I mean, they was losing with them playing, but they played better recently. Like, Derrick Rose missed time. Biyombo missed the game last night, I believe. Santi Aldama missed time. Like,
they were about Steven Adams for the year, right?
Yeah, they lost him for the year. So Marcus Smart, Derrick Rose, Luke Kennard out. Bismack Biyombo missed the front end of the back-to-back, so he might play tonight. Xavier Tillman is back, is healthy. Yeah. So and I saw that they're supposed to come back next week. Like, what's the name? Luke and Marcus Smart are supposed to come back next week. So hopefully they can get that back, and then they can try to make some kind of push. Because really, in all nationality, you just gotta get to the 10 spot. But
right. And they're right now.
That Western Conference 10 spot is much different than the Eastern Conference 10 spot.
Yeah, big time. Like they're 6-19, tied with the Trailblazers, and like 5 games behind the Giants. I mean, it's within reach. You do got teams like the Warriors, Phoenix, Houston.
Yeah, because that means that means Golden State don't make it, or somebody like that means somebody's leaving the 10, or Golden State don't make it, and one of the people that's in the 10 right now don't make it.
Damn, Phoenix is 10 right now.
Yeah, the boys.
They've been up and down. They've got a lot of injury stuff themselves. With Brad Beal gonna be out again.
2 more weeks.
They can't
They played 28 minutes as a trio.
Yeah.
28 minutes. But yeah, man. I don't know if they're gonna be able to do that.
No more loss to the New York squads.
What?
I said no more loss to the New York squads. Phoenix lost to the Nets and the Knicks.
What a book do at MSG?
What did he do at MSG?
What did he do at MSG?
I'm trying to remember.
He beat the double team allegations, nigga. That's what he did.
That was this season, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So watch your mouth when you talking about book, man.
I ain't talking about book. I'm talking about KD.
Well, then say that. You didn't say that. You said.
I said the Suns. I said the Suns lost to the New York squads.
Yeah, but you was.
I ain't say book. I ain't say KD. I really wasn't even talking about either. I was talking about the team.
You was throwing shade because KD.
I was throwing shade at KD. Yes.
So make it known.
KD lost. Got Claxton hitting corner threes. Got Claxton hitting corner threes. You look at him like, yeah, when that get in your bag?
It never was and still ain't.
Relax.
That's his last one.
You gonna put some respect on your fantasy center.
Well, you act like he the only one. Shit. Oh, no. Wemby? I think he ducking smoke tonight.
But they playing the Thunder?
No, they playing the Bucks.
Oh, yeah, he not playing?
All of a sudden, he got ankle injury. Like, because he had twisted his ankle the other day, but he kept playing. Like, nah, he ducking that smoke. He ain't want that Giannis. Whoa. He ain't want Giannis to come through that pain.
Whoa. That was wild. Yo. That was wild.
Ooh, yeah, that was OD. But y'all know what I mean, bro.
All right, anyways,
protection.
Grizzlies need help.
I don't see them making the playoffs. It's gonna be too difficult. There's too many teams ahead of them. There's at least 11 teams ahead of them that have a real shot at making the playoffs.
Yeah.
So they can definitely jump Utah. After that, I don't know. I don't think Golden State is that bad.
I don't think they're that bad either. We can get to
Phoenix will eventually get healthy. Their best chance is Houston falling out, but they can't even get in if it's just Houston that falls out. Like, they have to beat 2 teams to get in.
Right, because if Houston falls down to 11, that means Phoenix jumping up, Golden State jumping up.
Would jump up. Yeah.
So they'll probably still be like 11, if anything.
Yeah, they need to jump 2 teams, realistically.
It's just an unfortunate situation, man. Ja Morant, really, I hope he really learned from this, bro. I just really hope he learned from this
setback.
This setback, really. How it affected him, affected his team. He understands the importance.
Definitely affected
being an athlete and being one of the premier athletes in your sport.
Could have been a face of the league.
I mean, I feel like it's still room because like
Oh no, it's definitely still an opportunity.
it's
But
still opportunity because you got to think Kobe. I hate to bring it up. Kobe went through what he went through. Look at Kobe now.
yeah, but how long was he the face of the league after that?
I mean, you did have like LeBron and KD that came in, and it's like
Don't put
whenever
KD.
his stuff happened, that's when Kobe could have really been Kobe.
Don't put KD in there. KD was never.
But KD more so like the 2010s, yeah. So I'll say bro. What? He
20,
got drafted in 2008.
2010s. What? What are you saying? Are you saying he's the face of the league?
I would say arguably yes. At a point in time, maybe. He was one of the faces of the league.
He's one of the best players in the league.
One of the faces. Come on, man. Oh, you know, bro. Kids had them KD backpacks, bro. Come on, bro.
Niggas had Shaq shoes too.
Man, Shaq shoes are $20. Shaq shoes $20 in Walmart.
Gilbert Arenas had his shoes up, right?
Yeah.
Starburys. Stephon Marbury had shoes up.
Yeah, Stephon Marbury's, them Starberries for 25.
David Berry.
Yo, Stephen Berry's, yo.
David Berry. I said David Berry. What the fuck? I'm thinking David Bustis.
But no, I'm saying KD though, man. KD was one of the but a lot of kids love KD. A lot of kids still love KD. A lot of kids still wear KD shoes. Like, but I mean, I'm saying by KD's height was mid 2010s, early to mid 2010s, when like KD 4s, 5s, 6s came out. KD backpacks. Kids are wearing those.
I feel like Steph has a better argument for face of the league.
I mean, possibly, yeah.
Like it's been Braun for a while, but I feel like
it's definitely been Braun. I mean, I would say Braun has the best case for face of the league after Kobe.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, he took it.
I'm saying people up there with him, like the faces of the league, because I don't think it's. I never think it's really just one sure face of the league. I always think it's multiple, right? Like across sports, it's multiple faces of the league. Like in the W, you got Breanna Stewart and Asia Wilson. Those are the faces of the league.
Wow for saying Breanna Stewart name first.
I know you're gonna get on me for that too. I knew you're gonna get on me for that too. I said it, I was like, damn it. As soon as I said it, I was like, damn. I'm just like the media I talk about.
Like, oh, that's how you feel? Oh, okay.
Anyways, like I said, Asia and Stewie, faces of the W. You got in the NBA now, you got Jokic, Giannis, and Embiid.
Oh, they're the face of the league right now?
Yeah, Jokic, Giannis, and Embiid, Luka, Bron. And then as far as like the young player go, I mean, you can go Tatum. You can go Tatum. You can go Book. You can go.
Okay, this was one of my questions. We can segue in. So a lot of people have been talking about the next faces of the league. People have been. Now, my take on this is we could definitely, like, these young players could end up being the face of the league, but people are looking at it from such broad perspectives, and they're also looking at it like there's nothing that we don't know about these players already. Like, we've seen all these players from high school to college to NBA, or for the Europeans, we've seen them from NBA, like from the start of their NBA career to now. And there's always negativity with these players. Not like necessarily like on the outside world or like that they've done something negative. It's just like the perception among fans is negative. Like
they don't fit the image of what people envision the face of the league looks like.
And it's weird because they've all looked different. Like Magic and Larry didn't look like Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan didn't look like Kobe or Shaq. Shaq and Kobe don't look like LeBron. So like it doesn't even make sense to a point. And then like so you got guys like Luka. Luka has been one of the best players in the league since he stepped on the NBA court.
Yes.
And I don't see why he won't be like he's obviously in the conversation, but people don't want to put that label. Jokic and Giannis and Embiid are the three best players in the world right now. But
it's because they're not American, Tariq.
Nobody wants to put that label on them.
His cousins out there, they're not homebred Americans.
Fair. I mean,
That's
not
why
fair.
people not trying to give them that credit. They didn't grow up on this home soil. They came from overseas.
Yeah, but then you still got like, so then that's when you come to like the players that we seen from high school up. So you got players like Ja. So people even before the incidents with the guns and stuff, people would find a way to tear that down instead of trying to build it up. And before, like when LeBron was coming up, there was social media, but it wasn't to this extent.
Not at all.
Like,
All that stuff is
like
just now.
his first couple years was like Facebook.
I say Facebook. I would say Facebook just came out in what 04. Twitter came out at 07. Instagram may come out to like 2011, 2012.
None of that was really popping until
Snapchat
like
wasn't really a thing. Like social media wasn't a thing whenever Braun came into the league.
Exactly. So there was like the media would tear it down, but fans wise, everyone wanted to see him. Everyone wanted to buy his shoes. Everyone wanted to, he was the one getting all the commercials and stuff.
We're all witness.
But now you're seeing like all of these players are getting commercials. Tatum is getting commercials.
Yeah.
Book is getting commercials. Luka or not Luka. Ja was getting commercials. Like Ant got commercials. There's a bunch of players that are getting commercials. Shea got commercials.
Yeah.
Like a bunch of players that are getting commercials and that have garnered attention off the court as well. Like Shea with his dressing, the way that he comes to games and how he goes to like fashion shows and stuff. That puts you up on a different catapult. But you have these fans that are, instead of trying to find the next one, while they're trying to find the next one, they're also tearing down the ones that could be that.
I think it's because of this. I think it's because we live in an age where everybody can have an opinion and their opinion can be amplified. Like when you name the guys that you name, like leading up, like Bird, Magic, Shaq, Kobe, Bron, like those guys, they didn't have social media really. Like you said, social media wasn't really a thing when Bron got into the league. So you were really going off of what the news was telling us, what the ESPN and NBA TV and all that stuff, like what the media was telling us. So I think because of that, because there's not a way for everybody's opinion to be heard, these things give us a platform, whether we need them and deserve them or not. I go on Twitter and see people that tweet dumb things all the time. And I'm just like, bro, not everybody needs to have, just because you have a Twitter account does not mean you need a tweet. Based on some of the dumbass tweets I see, excuse my language, based on some of the dumb tweets that I see. And I'm just like, bro, I don't know. I think that's what it is. People just are quick to have a narrative and quick to have an opinion and quick to put their opinions out. They want to be first. They want to be right. They want their opinion to shine. So people are gonna say clickbait stuff all the time, like things for engagement all the time, regardless of who it is. Like you got Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts is a good player, but he gets met with a lot of criticism every weekend. And I ain't gonna lie, I gave him some criticism last night because he threw an interception when he tried to throw it to AJ Brown, and I got AJ Brown on my team, and I need those points. But I'm not going after him as a player. Like he's a good player overall. But
the time he regressed, they also don't realize, or they're not trying to give him the credit. Like he's playing with a knee injury that is probably gonna, like once the season's over, if they win the championship or if they win the Super Bowl, whenever they lose in the playoffs, he's gonna probably need knee surgery at some point.
Yeah,
and people don't take into account. Like you watch him run, he's not running.
Mm-hmm.
You watch him run, he's jogging.
Yeah, I'll say all that to say though, like people don't care about things like that. People just care about what helps them out, and they're gonna go as such. Like between that and parlays, they ruin the game. Social media and parlays ruin the game. Like I can't watch. I mean, I partake in parlay making. Yes, I got not FanDuel. Got Prize Picks. Got Underdog. I'm on there. All right, cool. And it's all in good fun at the end of the day. But people really get crazy with stuff. Like people take things too far sometimes. And I think that's why people get on these apps and speak their minds because they can. That gives them the power to do so. And then other people kind of feel a little similar, gonna retweet that. Or they're gonna laugh at it, so they're gonna retweet it because it's funny. People retweet things that they laugh at, whatever. So that's why I think that, to bring it back to the original point, that's why I think these players get met with the criticism that they get met with. I mean, these players are phenomenal players, phenomenal athletes. They're top of the game, yes. But at the same time, like, bro, you mean to tell me I can't even think of anybody. I can't even think of anybody who flopped back in the day. Like no superstar that flopped back in the day. Because Joel Embiid is a flopper. And that has been proven because people have put reels of Joel Embiid flopping in games. I mean, and you see it too. He's always on the ground. And like, how you end up on the floor? Get up off the floor. Every time you look up, Joel Embiid on the floor. Like, I don't know. I get it. But at the same time, I'm not the one really partaking in it because that's just not me. But I think all in all, though, reason why people do have a lot to say or why people try to diss or talk down on these athletes that we're trying to like make the face or whatever is because there's always going to be somebody out there that's going to say no. There's always going to be someone that's going to object. Like you could say, I don't know, just make up a name here. Carter Anthony. Carter Anthony, this guy's the greatest player of all time. This guy's averaging 50 points a game, whatever, just stand out, whatever, right? And next thing you know, it's like, oh yeah, this guy Carter Anthony, he might be the face of the league, right? A lot of people gonna agree with that, but it's gonna be somebody that hates Carter Anthony that has a damn Avi of their favorite player that's gonna talk down on Carter Anthony based on one mishap. He gonna score 50 one night. He scored 49. He's like, oh, he ain't like that no more. Like, that's just how Twitter is, man. And that's why I think it's like that's why the conversations around these players are like that, you know? And people are easily influenced. It's like people want to be in the right. People want to listen to the right music. They want to be in the end, you know, they don't want to like do things on their own, think for themselves. They letting other people do the thinking for them. They're being told, okay, this is the best player. This is the best thing. This. And then it's like, no, it's this. Maybe because of that, because of the objection there to Jokic being the best player in the league, even though it's statistically proven he's the best player in the freaking league. The man could have had 3 freaking MVPs if it wasn't for this beat. If it was for this nonsense, things would be different. But yeah, that's my take on it though. People just want to have the right opinion instead of having an actual opinion or just having their own opinion.
They want to be first and they want to be loud. They want to be heard. Yeah. So they're going to say something that seems outlandish and other people are going to agree with them because they want to do the same thing. I think one of the things is obviously LeBron's still in the league. So he's still the face of the league. There's not going to be a bigger market, but I was listening to JJ Redick and RJ and Tim Legler talk a couple of weeks ago, and they were talking about like the difference in ratings from games. And it's like LeBron, Steph, and then I think it's KD after that. And then after that, there's a bit of a drop off. And I think part of it, like there are a lot of fans that are like, hey, some of these younger guys should be on TV more. Like when the Pacers were playing well and they were doing the in-season tournament, everybody was like, no way, this shouldn't be a second game. Like, but then when they put Wemby on a bunch, people get mad. So like, I think a part of being the face of the league is first you have to win and you have to get the accolades and you have to get all those things for it to make sense. And then you also have to bring something different. You have to bring something that people aren't going to get tired of. You got to bring something that people aren't going to get tired of because no one got tired of watching LeBron play basketball. No one gets tired of watching Steph Curry play basketball. No one gets tired of watching Kevin Durant. And I'm not saying they get tired of watching these people, but when they're the face of the league, you have to push them. Yeah. So when they're trying to push a LaMelo Ball or a Zion, and people are like, bro, I'm tired of seeing this. Like, I'm tired of seeing, bro. And everybody got the jokes about House of Highlights, always posting Zion, always posting LaMelo. And now they're or when they post Luka. And now they got new people that they post all the time. Like, you have to do this to try to push who you want to be the next player because obviously it doesn't have to be just one player, but if you want it to be, you have to push that forward. So that's why last year when Wemby was still playing in France, they were putting his games on the NBA app so that you can watch it. So that his summer league, ESPN, his first game, like, or his first games of the year, ESPN, TNT, like, they've already been on ESPN or TNT, I feel like 10 times already. And they were
They were on ESPN the other night.
maybe twice the last 2-3 years.
They were on ESPN the other night, last weekend.
And I don't find
ESPN playing the Lakers, yeah.
I don't find an issue with it because you want that talent to be on national television.
Like, and he's played well in these games. And it's not just him. It's like his teammates reap the benefits of this too. Like, but Bilal Coulibaly got drafted based off being damn whatchamacallit teammate. I'm gonna say not based on, but it's like he went from like
he was seen because he had played with him. Yeah,
he got the exposure. So he went from like late second round, maybe they were talking about he was projected late second round. Went from late second round to lottery because he was hooping. Like, he had a great season, and people saw that because they're broadcasting Victor Wembanyama's game. Are they showing Victor Wembanyama's team this year? Hell no.
No.
They showing the Spurs this year.
Yeah.
They're not showing Mets 92 or whatever the team name was. I'm sorry. Yeah. They're not showing them. They showing Wemby on ESPN now. Like, they...
Yeah. So, if you had, since you're a bettor, if you had to bet, if you had to put $100 on one player being the face of the league in the next 5 to 6 years,
based on what?
Who would you pick?
Based on what, though?
Based on like what you think happens over the next 5 to 6 years, like like talent, longevity.
Is player in general or player in like U.S. born player? Like what we talking about? Like what type of?
No, like any other players in the league right now that are, I don't know, I guess 27, 28 or younger.
So like how the WNBA had that vote where it's like, oh, who's gonna be the face of the league in like 5 years, and like a lot of people vote like
Asia. So like in 2028, who do you think will be the face of the league? Because LeBron will. There's no way LeBron's still playing in 2028. There's just no way.
It's a chance.
No way. No way.
He had that commercial.
There's no way.
You would have play with your son and then play with your son again.
There's no way he's playing 25 years in the league, bro. There's no way. There's no way. No, there's no way. I think he retires by like. I think he plays maybe 3 more. 3 more at the most is how many seasons he plays.
I think he would play until Bronny get in the league for sure. I don't know about Bryce.
Yeah, Bryce.
I kept my little bro balling. Yeah, he Bryce Maximus. Let me stop.
Right. So, if you have a choice, or if you have to choose, who you think would be the face of the league in 5 years, who would you pick?
5 years.
Because you gotta think like in 5 years, like Jokic, Giannis, and Embiid are probably 32, 33 at that point. If not 4. Not necessarily winding down, but they're already like they've already gone through their prime.
Yeah,
they're still probably one of the best players in the league. They're still probably top 10-ish.
They're probably top 10, but like you know how Bron's top 10 now, he's like in that 8 to 10 range. They'll probably be in that 8 to 10.
Steph, like Steph is probably top 4.
But then you got guys coming like I don't know. People, I love Cooper Flag. All right, I love Cooper Flag, just not as much as the next guy, but the boy tough. But people try to insert him in these conversations, and that boy hasn't even enrolled in freaking college yet. That boy walked across stage to grab his damn diploma yet from high school.
That high school summer run was crazy.
It was.
That summer run.
Thing, and that's why I like what NBA is doing with these high school tourneys and stuff, putting it on their platform so people can know who these guys are before they get to the league. And it's just like they're not. I don't know. NBA smart. But no. I saw someone the other day was like, oh, Cooper Flag could be the next American-born superstar. I'm like, damn. Said F Tatum.
Yeah, I saw one where they were like, this dude did this, this dude did this, this dude did this.
Cooper. I think we talking about the same tweet. Yeah. And I'm just like, damn, let the boy enroll in college. Let the boy get a college tour. Let the boy move into his freshman dorm. Let him experience moving weekend, bro. Let him experience that, bro. Like, damn. Let him experience syllabus week before we start talking about where he ranked at. But, all right. If I had to put money, $100, if I had to put $100 on someone be the face of the league in 5 years, 5 seasons. let's see. I mean, because you could really make a case for Luca now. I feel like it'll be. I feel. I don't want to say it'll be Luca's lead by then, but I mean, it very well could be. Um, got Tatum. I'm saying Luca, Tatum, Book. But see, it's gonna have it got to be some winning involved here, yo. Like, well, I mean, I'm still sticking with them as far as like this is when that new generation inserts himself, and this is when the era really starts right here in 2023, 2024. Like, it's a new era, But I will have to put it on one of them. I can't pick which one, but it'll be between Book Tatum and Book Tatum and Luca. So $33 a piece.
The boy splitting up insurance beneficiaries.
Listen, bro, somebody gonna do it.
Yeah, it's an interesting question. I just feel like there's so many possible answers.
Yeah.
There's also the possibility that none of them reach the level of a LeBron or a Steph or a KD to be in that conversation. So, and I'm not saying that they won't reach that level, but it's like players like Ant, like we got really excited, but he seems to still be in the same kind of spot that he was last year.
Yeah.
Like still averaging 24 to 25 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. Like there hasn't been like that jump that people like that 28, 29, 30 point per games jump that we're waiting on.
Yeah.
And guys, Shea have had that jump. So maybe Shea is one of those guys that, is able to bring in fashion and NBA. Because guys like Westbrook, D Wade, James Harden, have always been way into fashion and been able to bridge the gap between fashion and NBA. But maybe Shea can do it in a different way, with the time being that it is now and how that all can melt together. But yeah, I just thought that was interesting because of how many potential answers we could have. Because it could be Wemby in 5 years. It could be Wemby. What's that?
It could be Wemby, could be Paulo, it could be Chet. I'm just naming young stars in the league right now.
Could be LaMelo if he can stay healthy. It could be a lot. It could be. It's probably like 10 to 15 potentials.
Yeah,
but probably like 5 to 7 that have like a real legitimate chance. What did you want to go to next?
Quick shout out to the alum, to my alma mater, College of Charleston. Made it to they made it on Sports to the top 10 last night. That's what I was looking at just now. I know I should be on my phone during the show, but I saw they made it on top 10. Kid caught an alley off the fast break, made it to number 5. I put da 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 da. Is it done DUN or is it DUH? Da 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 or dun da 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 da.
I think it's the second we did. Like dun da da dun da da.
So with N's instead of H's.
Or maybe both. Maybe it's DUHN. I don't know.
I'm gonna do dun 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 dun. Yeah, I'm gonna do the N's. I somebody up and hit a shot, and I said that running back down court.
Oh no, you wild for that.
I said
we could do MVP race.
So no, let's do real quick. I was going to talk about. I can talk about this real quick. Pistons on 24-game losing streak. Cade Cunningham dropped 43 last night in the loss.
It's bad.
If I'm Cade, I'm cussing them.
They are 8 days and like 3 losses, maybe 4 losses away from being 2 calendar months from winning a basketball game.
Now they got a chance, maybe. They got the Jazz coming up.
No, I didn't say they are. I said they have a
No,
chance.
I'm saying they got a chance, maybe, to win a game soon. They do got the Jazz coming up.
Laurie Markkinen might not take that disrespect, honestly. He might see them come in there and be like, boy,
Wait,
we ain't.
bro, them boy beat the Nets the other night, man. Boy cooked us.
Shout out Colin Sexton and Taylor Horton-Tucker. Boys out there getting booked.
Anyways, they got their upcoming games. They got the Jazz. They got the Nets twice. Celtics, Toronto, Houston, Utah again, Golden State, and Denver. They really might not win into the next year, bro.
That would be crazy. If they go almost 3 months without a win, that's insane.
I feel like you would have to fire Marty Williams after that. I'm sorry. I hate to say it.
You gotta fire the whole team.
Yeah.
He not out there playing.
No. But he
Eventually you gotta make enough shots to get enough stops to win a fucking basketball game. Like, we can't blame everything on the coaches. That nigga is not dribbling. He is not shooting those threes.
But he is a coach.
He's not rebounding.
So he does get the blame. The coach gets the blame. The coach gets the blame. The quarterback gets the blame.
Sounds crazy.
So
that means Cade should get some blame.
Cade dropped 43. He gets no blame. Cade been hooping.
Has he?
He has. Listen. Let's go through a look at Cade Cunningham. Latest. What in the world? Cade Cunningham. Okay, never mind. He dropped 4 against Philly.
Oh, okay. That's.
He had 43 against Atlanta, 25 on Milwaukee, 4 against Philly. But he had 20 on Philly, 23 on Indiana, 21 on Orlando, 16 on Memphis, 23 against Cleveland, 31 against the Knicks and MSG, 15 against the Lakers.
Oh.
And yeah,
you didn't say percentages. He shot 22%, 29%, 40%, 40%, 38%, 28%, 26%. I'm not saying he's the reason they losing, but he not the reason they winning, clearly. Like 2.6 turnovers with 7 assists. Not terrible, but you know, when teams are losing this much, you start to nitpick and look at like what was really the issue here. Like, spacing is an issue, shooting is an issue. Like, their backcourt shoots almost sub 30% from the floor. He's shooting 27% from the 3 in December. And Killian Hayes is probably shooting like 22, 23. Like, you can't have your starting backcourt shooting that bad and expect to win basketball games. He's shooting better from the floor this month. He's shooting 48% as opposed to 41% in November. So he's shot the ball better from the floor. He's still struggling from 3. He's gotten to the free throw line a little bit more. But, I mean, and it's definitely not just Cade. Like, this team as a whole, like, Jalen Duren has struggled with some injuries. He's played 14 of the 27 games. Jaden Ivey's been in and out of the lineup for whatever reason, whether it be he don't think he's playing enough defense or what. Amin Thompson has been in and out of the lineup recently. And we all know that he struggles to shoot the ball. He's shooting 15% from 3, but, you know, it's kind of expected for him to not shoot the ball well. Yeah, it's just there's talent on the roster. It's just they not putting it together. Killian Hayes is shooting 42% from the floor and 28% from 3 in December, but he's only shot 6 of them. So he made 2 of his 6 threes or 7, whatever the number is. And he's played less as the season has gone. Or I don't know. Monty Williams is trying to piece it together. He's playing Killian sometimes. He's not playing Killian sometimes. He's playing Jaden. He's not playing Jaden. It's a mess. At what point does Adam Silver step in and just be like, yo, what is going on here? Because there's no way an NBA team is that bad to where they go almost 2 months without getting one single victory. And then like one of the other worst teams in the league, they played and they lost by 20 at home. Like they lost by 20 in Detroit to Washington. How? Like this roster is not that bad to be losing this many games. So at a certain point, Adam Silver's got to be like, what's going on?
Yep.
But that's enough time on the Pistons because they should.
We spent too much time on the Pistons, bro.
I got more than that.
I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Sorry, but I started to now. But all right, we can talk MVP race now. Like you want to?
Yeah.
So you mentioned on the show page about the MVP race, and it was between Jokic, Embiid, Giannis, Luka, Shea. I believe those were the names. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Embiid, Giannis, Jokic, Luka, Shea. And a lot of their numbers like kind of mirror each other, you know.
Really low key.
Got Embiid, who's averaging 34 points, 11 rebounds, 6 assists. Giannis averaging 31 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists. Jokic averaging 27, 12 and 9. Luka averaging 32, 8 and 9, and Shea averaging 35 and 6. And the shooting splits are all impressive. So, pretty tight race. Hold on. I gotta see how my preseason pick look. And Jason Tatum, who I don't think
he's sixth
and MVP-ish. So he's 27, 8 and 4.
Yeah. He's not doing bad, but there's so much talent on his team. It's hard for him to get those kind
of.
And
I hate that kind of discounts people, you know. But same time, I get it, you know. Like
let's say it happened to Steph and KD.
Is that team still going to be as good as they are? I mean, they have the best record in 20 and 5, so that accounts for something.
Yeah, it's just when you have that much firepower on offense, your numbers are going to take a dip.
Yeah.
He could easily be averaging 38 and 5 or 38 and 6 this year and be in the conversation. But I mean, with the way that teams are playing or other players are playing, and the way that their teams are playing, it's hard to put him in the top 5 because I mean, Shea and OKC is 2nd seed right now. Denver's 3rd seed. Dallas is a 5 seed. Philly is a 3. Milwaukee's a 2. So they're all minus Dallas. They're all a top 3 seed, and then Dallas is the lone 5 seed. And what Luka's been doing without Kyrie has been nuts. Like he's getting triple doubles and having he's having people's career nights in the first half.
Yes.
Like if somebody had 28, 11, and 11, that's a career night for them. He had that in the first half. Like he's dropping 30 in the first half. And I then just
you saying that and thinking about it as you talked about it just now, not to cut you off, but I would say Luka would be my favorite for MVP based on that alone.
I'm not at that.
Because I mean, I'm not saying his team is bad, but I think it's more so he's elevating the players around him, you know? Like Derek Lively was a great player coming out of Duke, but look at him this year. Look at how he's played. That Derek Lively, like what I won't say pick and roll, but him, the lobs is money.
The rim running and the way he's able to play off
the defensive end. Like he has a great team, but it's not like so great to where it gets discounted like having the team in Boston, like the team that Jason Tatum has in Boston. So I think, if I were to vote today, based on today, them boys they're 5th in the standings.
And they're only a game back.
It's close. It's really close because you got Sacramento ahead of them that are 16 and 9. You got Denver ahead of them that are 18 and 10.
If Denver or if Dallas won last night, they'd be at 4th.
You got OKC that's ahead of them 17 and 8.
Yeah.
So only a couple wins separate these teams. Like
literally.
Yeah, only a couple wins really separate these teams. Now,
The game,
Minnesota, they're up there 20-5, but everybody else is like within reach of each other.
yeah.
So
And
that's
even then, Dallas is only 4.5 games back in Minnesota, to 1.5 games back at OKC.
yeah,
If they'd have won last night, they would have been ahead of Denver, and they'd have been a 3 seed. I'm pretty sure, because that would have put Denver at 17-11, and put Dallas at 17-10. So that would have put them in the third spot. So really, it's like if they would have won last night, they'd be a 3 seed right now, and we could have the same conversation about Jokic and them being 5 seed or whatever. But he's been playing at an unreal level. But they all have. Like Embiid is averaging 40 in December.
yeah.
Giannis just had a 60-point game. Jokic is struggling a little bit, but that's also that's just like to Jokic standards. Like his efficiency is dipped a little bit last couple of games, and he's kind of struggled a little bit, but I'm sure he'll come back around to where he's supposed to be. And Shai's just being Shai. I mean, he's dropping 30 every other night, if not every night, hitting game winners and just doing exactly what his team needs him to do every night. But I do think right now, if I had to choose, it would be between Embiid and Luka. I think Embiid has been playing phenomenal basketball. He's also doing some of the same things that Luka is doing in terms of like having like 20, 25, and 10 at halftime. Now, granted, he's played Charlotte, Washington, and Detroit. Like, I think he's played Charlotte, Washington, Detroit, and Atlanta. Those are the only teams they played in December so far. So obviously, we need to see him play against better competition. But it ain't much teams that you can be like, yeah, I need to see him play against them, because how many teams in the league is he not going to give 30 to 40 points any given night? Like, Toronto's not stopping him. Brooklyn's not stopping him. Indiana's not stopping him. Atlanta, New York's not stopping him. What?
That's stopping who?
Embiid.
Oh, continue.
Who? You thought they were stopping anybody on this list?
You thought who? Who was stopping who?
You thought Brooklyn was stopping anybody on this list?
On what list? Oh, on
On
the MVP
five.
list? Oh, no.
All right then. So what you was who? For what? All that for what? No reason.
I was just wondering who we were talking about.
I'm talking about
I tuned out again. I'll be doing too much.
because Embiid's December schedule has not been. It's been very easy. They played Detroit, Washington, Charlotte, and Atlanta.
Embiid don't want to see clocks though. I'm sorry. He a punk when he come up the clocks.
He's a what?
Clocks punk that boy.
He's a what?
Punk. Clocks punk that boy. He be doing some foul stuff. He be flopping.
The last time they played, he had 32, 12, and 9.
I know. But he had to get clocked to foul trouble to get that.
Did he though? Or are you just saying that? Because they beat y'all by 20 plus. Claxton only had.
I think I'm thinking more so the playoffs.
Claxton had 3 fouls, but he only played 23 minutes.
I'm thinking more so the playoffs, but
I think that was because they was blowing y'all
out. I don't like how Embiid played when he played against Clax. He was flopping and stuff like he normally does.
Yeah,
it's a flop.
Yes,
he's a flop. Anyways, continue.
That's I think for this season, because there's 5 players at least at the moment. Yeah. There's 5 players that have a real shot, a real chance, and have a real case. Mm-hmm. Like if you said any of these 5 are going to win MVP, I wouldn't disagree. Mm-hmm. But I do think it's going to come down to moments. Like none of them right now have a better narrative than the other. Now, we could have said that in December last year with Embiid and Jokic, and then people turned it into a race thing and turned it into all kinds of different shit that they tried to do with Jokic as a stat pattern and just stupid shit that they were saying that turned it into a whole different thing. But it's going to come down to moments. It's going to come down to when Embiid plays Jokic and when Jokic plays Giannis. How did Luka and Shai play in big games? Luka just gave the Lakers the work without Kyrie last week. Shea just hit a game winner against Denver in Denver. I think it was in Denver. It might have been OKC, but I feel like it might have been Denver.
I think it wasn't them.
So those are the kinds of things that we're looking at that you're gonna look at the end of the season, because like you tried to do a lot last year, like the Embiid game where he had a really good game against Jokic, but then they didn't play the second time. So people were like, "Oh, well, Embiid's got the head-to-head," but it's like the head-to-head they only played once. Now these other players, some of them played, Embiid and Giannis play 4 times a year, I think. Jokic, Luka, Shea, they play 3 to 4 times a year. So, and it's different for like Jokic versus Luka, but you do still look at those matchups and say like, hey, when they played against each other, they did this. When they played against teams like Boston, when they played against the Phillies, the Milwaukee's, the Minnesotas, and the top teams in the league, how did they perform? And that's something that we're going to look at when it comes down to the end of the season, of which player has the moments, who has the narrative at the moment, and it's also going to come down to who does the media want to win it, because the media didn't want Jokic to win it. That's just a fact. If you look at the numbers, if you look at everything, Jokic's numbers were better than the year before.
Man, media stupid. Media messed up. I probably shouldn't say media stupid, but
no, I'm saying that because you was a part of the ones that didn't think he should be MVP last year.
I was, but I felt myself be stupid too when it came down to Asia Wilson winning the MVP last year too. They messed it up. They voter fatigue, a term that I use in politics, because there was nothing but politics with these damn MVP votes last year. There's nothing but politics. NBA and WNBA, nothing but politics.
Yeah.
There's worry about the legacy. Man, I flip this whole thing over, dog.
You're like, oh well, Jokic. When we look at it later in the careers, Jokic will have this, Giannis will have this, and Embiid will have.
And we look at it later in the careers. That just tells you how good Jokic was as a player. What we doing? Jokic get 3 in a row, get 3 in a row. You might not like that. Jokic get 3 in a row. He might not fit the mold of someone that get 3 in a row. But it's history. You can't control history. It happened. It's a lot of things in history that I didn't like happening, but it happened. Control history? You can't try to control the narrative. Can't. The ones that can't control the narrative, they control the narrative. Let them control the narrative. Not you. Not you who hasn't put in this work at all in their life. Not you. Who ain't ever put on an NBA uniform. Not you. Come on. What are we doing? It's ruining the way the game is supposed to be talked about, supposed to be looked at. If you really like the game, you appreciate people playing the game at a high level regardless of how they look, regardless of where they came from, regardless of what team they play for. Who cares if he play in Denver? Who cares if Denver ain't LA, Chicago, New York, Miami, Dallas? Who cares if it's not in a big market? You think they care? Kareem was in Milwaukee. You think they care what was in Golden State? You think they care that Bill Russell was in Boston? You think they care Tim Duncan was in damn San Antonio? You think they care? Hell no. Why all of a sudden all that stuff matter now? Because they're calling Jokic want to dumb out and average a triple-double in his freaking sleep. Like, we got to change the way we talk about the game. We got to. Because if not, it's going to ruin it. I'm going to get some water. I'm gonna get some water. I haven't had breakfast. We recorded in the morning. I have not had breakfast. I'm running off fumes here.
Me neither.
I'm going to go get some water. But it's ridiculous, Tariq. It's really ridiculous.
It's crazy to hear Bryce say that when the stuff that he was saying about Jokic was not that long ago. But I digress. When he listens to this back, he'll hear this and he'll be like, bro, what the fuck? But
championship and told y'all, bro. Come on, man. Put some respect on 15, man. Put some respect on 15. Is all I'm saying.
Oh my god. I never thought I'd see the day where this man was coming to Jokic's aid, man. This is
Ain't
crazy.
my boy here like Brandon Marshall for Jokic is crazy.
That man Bryce just had a face turn. I don't know if y'all watch wrestling or not, but he just had a face turn. He was a heel. He was talking crazy about, certain players. He just turned his whole character around and was like, you know what? It don't matter if Jokic or if Giannis played for the Bucks.
I really don't know what came over me just now, bro. Like I really don't know. I can't describe what happened the last 5 minutes.
That shit came out of nowhere. I was just letting. I was like,
I was like barely paying attention. She just going on a rant. Cause I was paying attention to the conversation, and I was just like, whatever. It is just like I just went on full rant about Nikola Jokic. Put respect on 15. Put respect on 15, man.
For real though, honestly.
Put respect on 15. Put respect on 77.
21.
No, I ain't putting respect on 21. He flopped too much.
How you gonna say all that you just said and turn around and say you not?
I gotta keep something consistent. Nah, I can't hate on him too much. What Embiid has done this season is crazy. Like he's taking another level. Like he's averaging a cool 35. You averaging 35
as a center too.
Averaging 35, not just scoring 30. Averages. That's the middle between your high and your low.
We're more than halfway through December, and he's averaging 40 in December. 40 and 13, 5 assists. And he's been dominant defensively as well. So
what is it to talk about, man? Like I understand if you hate him because he in Philly. Because I hate him because he in Philly. And that's East Coast, East. If your team is in the East, you don't like
it don't matter what jersey he got on. You just said that.
I know, but I'm saying I understand where your hate is coming from. End of the day, though, we gotta call a spade here, bro. I mean, yeah. When he played against the Nets, F&B. But he playing against the other 12 teams. Playing against the other 13 teams in the East.
Oh, okay.
Because that's what tripped me up just now.
You made me on my water, man. I ain't know where.
Bro,
that nigga went from 14 to 13 to 12. I was like, 13. I thought you were talking about the whole league. You said 14. I'm like, nigga, what? And then you said the conference.
Like, any of the other 13 teams in the East, any of the other 15 teams out West.
Shit. See, you should have just said the other 28 teams, bro.
I know. I'm making this too complicated. I'm trying to sound too smart.
Maybe spit on my damn water.
Anyway, MVP race is close as ever, man. I think everybody should put some respect on all these players. It'll be a fun race to see. I think we're getting to the point though where honestly we start seeing people fizzle out, but I mean it's gonna come. It's gonna happen. Like when All-Star break hit, that'll fully define who's where in this race, So I think we're approaching that time to cementing who's in the race.
Yeah.
All right. In other news, Clippers are on an 8-game win streak.
Yeah. You gotta talk about this because
I do gotta talk about this. I do gotta talk about this because I had a lot to say about the Clippers.
So did.
I was the Clippers' biggest hater.
So was.
I remember that clip, bro. I was just like, man, whatever. But they've proved a lot of people wrong. Seems like they're figuring it out.
They didn't already figure that shit out. That shit over with.
And looking serious, man. They don't want 8 straight. They're sitting where in the standings?
6.
6 in the standings. Wow.
But you got to think about how they started their season and where they came from.
How they started season, how they started whenever Harden was there. They lost 4 straight when Harden was there?
I think it was 6.
6 straight. Wow. So it's been up and down, but it's been good. It's good that they're finding their identity as a team.
Their first game with Harden was against the Knicks.
Yeah.
They lost 1, 2, 3, 4,
I knew we were playing the Garden.
They lost 5.
They lost talking about James Harden.
They lost 5 straight. They won against the Clippers, or they beat the Rockets.
Okay.
And that they lost. They beat the Rockets, then they beat the Spurs twice, then they lost to the Pelicans. And then they beat the Clippers, Mavericks, Kings, Warriors, or Clippers. I don't know. I'm bugging.
Oh, so they beat the close?
Never mind. I'm trying to see where their win streak started. Their win streak started against the Warriors. December 2nd, I believe.
So have they lost in December?
No. Their last loss is
haven't lost in December.
Their last loss is November 30th to the Warriors.
Okay. And so they haven't lost in December. Perfect December. Remember they did that with the Lob City team?
I was about to say they beat the Clippers. They beat the Warriors, Nuggets, Jazz, Blazers, Kings, Warriors again, Knicks, Pacers. Then tomorrow, which would be tonight for y'all, they play the Mavericks. Then they play the Thunder, the Celtics. So by Christmas Day, we'll know.
They might lose to the Mavericks, but Luka gonna get 30. I mean, Luka averages 33.
Who on the Mavericks is guarding any of the guys that they have? They all just combined for damn near 90 points last night. They not worried about Grant Williams or Dorian Finney-Smith. Or not Dorian Finney-Smith. Fuck, what's the boy name? Derrick Jones Jr. Sorry.
Smith, you acting like me now.
I know where the fuck he play. He play in Brooklyn.
I know. I'm just saying you acting like me now. I didn't say you was. Just said that comment was a little me like.
I just be saying names real fast, and I'll be thinking.
Yeah.
But Derrick Jones Jr. Yeah. That's if he guarding PG, it's a cook session. Tim Hardaway Jr. He don't start, and maybe Lively's back, so he can protect the paint a little bit. Luka probably, Luka always gonna go crazy, but don't necessarily mean they're gonna win the game. But that game, the Nuggets or the Thunder and the Celtics game is really it's gonna tell us a lot. So by Saturday, by Christmas Eve, we'll know how good the Clippers really are. Because my question here is, are the Clippers or the Celtics right now the best team in the league? Because right now, the way the Clippers have looked, they look like one of the best teams in the league. And if you take in December into account, just December only, they have a real case with the Celtics, and you could put Minnesota in there too for the best team in the league right now. Because, I mean, they hoop. Like, Kawhi been on a tear lately.
Yeah.
James Harden been real efficient. The defense has been there. Like, all right now. PG been PG. Like, James Harden's had games where he ain't really scored much, but in those games, he's had 12 assists. He had 28, 15. He had, he just finding ways. And then when you got games like last night where he got Kawhi on the bench jumping up and down. Oh, no.
Kawhi not a character?
Kawhi, in December, James Harden's averaging 20 points, about 10 assists on 50, 40, 90. It's 51, 49, 90. That's what he's shooting in December. Kawhi is averaging 29 on 60, 50, 95.
Mm.
He's shooting 54% from three. And he's shooting 62% from the floor. This is a small forward, mind y'all. He has not had a game where he shot under 50%. He hasn't had a game where he shot under. No, he had a 50% game. Other than that, it's been 56, 60, 78, 75, 66. Like, and I think people wanted to be first to say that this wasn't going to work because we've seen these things happen. PG is 48, 44, 95 in December. I think people wanted to be first in saying that this team wasn't going to work because of we've seen the Brooklyn Nets not work out. We saw, the last year of the Warriors not work out. We've seen some other teams try to throw some teams together. We saw like Russ, LeBron, and AD not work out. So we've seen these teams come together and they not work out. And so people or even like James Harden and Embiid, we've seen these teams not work out. So I think people want to be the first ones to say, oh, this ain't going to work. Or no, they shouldn't have done that. Because you have obviously when the news first comes out, scary hours and all this other shit that you get. So people like that. People immediately roll their eyes when they see shit like that. So they want to be the first to say, oh, nah, fuck that. They suck. They should have never done that. And now they're going to do this. And when they lose, we're going to all laugh and we're going to have a good old time. They may very well still lose in the playoffs. But at this moment right now, they look like one of the best teams in the league because the defense is there. And they still don't even have Mason Plumlee at the moment off the bench. And the last time they played Jokic, they frustrated the hell out of Jokic. I think he shot 9 of 32. When have you ever heard of Jokic shooting 32 shots, let alone missing 23 of those 32 shots? They were able to frustrate the hell out of him. And if you can do that, you're going to beat the Nuggets. I mean, they got talent around them, but I mean, I don't know. But the Celtics, they look unfair. I mean, I know we said a couple of weeks back that it doesn't seem like anybody's running away. Mm-hmm. But if anyone is, it's the Celtics. Because somebody can be out from night to night and there's no drop-off. Porzingis can miss a game. Derek White can miss a game. Jaylen Brown can miss a game. Tatum can miss a game. And they'll still drop 125, 130 points. And still bring out great defense. I mean, you got Drew out there with Derek White. It's probably the best, not even probably, the best backcourt duo in the league. You still got defenders in Tatum and Jaylen Brown that when they really want to, they can defend some of the best players in the league. And you got Porzingis blocking shots at the rim. Like, then you got players coming off the bench shooting like Sam Hauser. And then you got Al Horford coming off the bench too still. They got a lot of talent and they don't have a lot of answers for teams when it comes to playoff time. They just gotta get over that hump. They gotta make the plays when they need them, and that's what's been Boston's downfall, is making the big plays and making the right plays when they need to in clutch time. So that's really what their thing is going to be, is getting into the playoffs healthy, and then late game situations. Who's going to make the plays? Who's going to make the shots? That's always the case with Boston. But yeah, the Clippers and Celtics look like, so that Friday night matchup is going to be really fun. Mm-hmm. Saturday night. They play Saturday night because Christmas Eve is Sunday. That Saturday night matchup is going to be really fun. I'm definitely locked into that. So we'll know by the next time we record, we'll know how good the Clippers really are.
Yeah. Putting that diamond test out this weekend.
That what?
Putting that diamond test out on this weekend.
Yeah, we definitely are. 3 really good teams back to back. So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
For sure. All right. We get real quick. Draymond.
I knew you was gonna say that. Once you start laughing,
because we barely talked about Draymond when he chopped that Rudy. So we definitely talked about Draymond when he slapped Nurkic. And I'm just glad he's getting help. He's going to counseling. and I don't know if he checked himself in the counseling or it was mandated he go to counseling, but
It was mandated.
he gets some type of
He
counseling.
didn't choose to go.
I mean, yeah, I mean, I think it's long overdue. Like when I seen it, I laughed at it obviously because it's crazy. It's like same way I laughed at him choking on Rudy. It's just craziness. He even like he be crashing out. Like he even was like, "Yo, I didn't know I held him that long."
Something wrong with bro. Like he really got something going.
I didn't know I held him that long, man. I'm like, dog, what? But yeah, it just I don't know. The Warriors have allowed too much to happen, bro. Like, because he didn't get no disciplinary action for the Jordan Poole thing, did he?
Not at all. I think he got suspended. Like,
He suspended himself.
but I don't even think he got suspended because the first game was the ring night. They didn't want him to miss that. So I think he got suspended. I
Himself.
think he got like he was like away from the team or
Yeah,
something like something small because they didn't want
yeah,
him to miss. I feel
yeah.
like if you want to discipline him, he misses ring night. You punch
Yeah.
your team, you don't get to celebrate with your fucking teammates. Like you get to celebrate with the same dudes you punched in the face. Like that sounds crazy. I've been in a lot of arguments on a basketball court. I have never punched anyone, let alone a teammate on the basketball court.
I mean, Michael Jordan did fight Steve Kerr.
That was different though.
That's
Like
it's different because it's Jordan.
no, not necessarily.
Why is it different then?
Like because there's a difference between wanting like if you watch the documentary, you know that the stuff that him like players like him and Kobe have done.
Oh yeah, Kobe.
A lot of people would say that's not what you should do. But for the players that they were, that's how they were to get across. And then
The ultimate competitors, right?
it's not like Steve Kerr was just like sitting in the corner and he just came and fucking punched them. Like Draymond was talking shit to Jordan Poole. Jordan Poole said what he said back. He ain't like that shit. It took it to heart and punched him. Steve Kerr didn't say, "Hey, you a bitch. You mad because you ain't getting your money," and Michael Jordan went and snuffed him. Like that's not what happened. Like they were in the heat of a basketball game. They got into an argument, and he punched him. Like I've fought over basketball.
Yeah,
I've gotten in fights over basketball, but I've never in a organized basketball game punched anyone.
I almost did.
There's a big difference between what Draymond did and Michael Jordan did. And I'm not just saying that because Michael Jordan, like Bobby Portis has gotten into altercations.
Oh yeah,
Altercation with Miritich.
Yeah, Heritage, yeah,
And he was suspended.
yeah.
He got suspended.
He got traded off the team.
So, like, how did he get reprimanded for that? But Draymond could punch his teammate, still do ring night, and then stomp once on his chest in the playoffs, get suspended 1 game. Choke out Rudy Gobert, gets suspended 5 games. Not choke out. I don't want to say choke out because he didn't choke him out, but choke Rudy Gobert for 10 to 15 seconds on a basketball court. Get 5 games and then turn around and sell a call and just 360 turn around and slap somebody in the back of their head.
Yeah, that was unnecessary as hell. Like, what type of movement was that? Like, you trying to get the ball, you turn around and slap. That was just unnatural movement. I'm saying if it was a natural movement and you miss and hit somebody, I understand that happens all the time. But you turned around completely and swung at bro.
Yeah.
The hell is your problem?
But there's been no accountability on his part.
No, not from the Warriors, not from his team. Like I don't know what the team is. Nothing. We've all just been talking about this. We just been talking about this on a week-to-week basis because it's happened. And like somebody posted, shout out my boy DJ. DJ posted like 4 screenshots or whatever of Draymond, like 4 instances, and 3 out of 4 happened this year.
Yeah,
he posted him stomping on Sabonis, him choking on Rudy, him slapping Nurkic, and then this man Draymond might be xenophobic. And him kicking Steven Adams. That's 4 European players.
That's not to mention like I don't want to bring these up like
Didn't he push Isaiah Stewart or something?
Yeah, like he or not. I don't know, but I can't think of that one.
It was the Pistons. I know you know the Pistons, but like he like fell and he like ran down court and just ran into the person that had the ball.
That was Kevin Porter Jr.
Okay, so that wasn't the Pistons.
No, that was the Rockets.
Okay,
but you also had like not incidents, but the situations with Donovan Mitchell, where Donovan Mitchell felt like he was being dirty, so Donovan Mitchell came back and hit him. He got ejected for that. Then he had the issue with Anthony Edwards where he just fouled him hard just because he felt like it, and then started talking shit.
We ain't worried about you, bro.
And then, but his response to dude saying like, "Damn, you fouled me hard as shit," like, what the fuck you gonna do about it? You on a basketball court? What is he supposed to do about it?
Hey, come on, bro.
So like people like these are all instances that happened this season. Like those didn't lead to altercations. They didn't lead to him slapping nobody.
Yeah.
But they went back and looked at what he did to Donovan Mitchell and ejected him for it. So clearly he had done something wrong.
Bro,
and then
literally
when he gets into the situation with Anthony Edwards, what the fuck you gonna do about it? What you gonna do about it? That's his response. Not damn, my bad. I didn't mean to foul you that hard, or I'm just trying to foul you hard so you don't get the shot up. He ain't say nothing like that.
Yeah,
because most dudes nowadays they gonna put their hand on their back like, my fault, bro. Like I didn't mean to do that to you.
So I can't let you go easy.
And then like, what the fuck you gonna do about it? Like, what are you doing? Like, this is not street ball. This is the NBA. This is the National Basketball Association. This is not street ball. You're not in Detroit. You're not in New York. You're not in California. You don't need to be You're not in Maryland or DC. Like you don't need to be
not back home, Draymond.
You're not trying to run through people and then just be like, what the fuck you gonna do about it? Because if you do that somewhere else, niggas going to their car. Ask Marcus Johnson what he doing.
I was about to say. I'm gonna get my gun. I'm going on my car.
I'm gonna be right back. They're like, what that mean?
He said,
he gonna shoot this for sure. Niggas scattered like roaches, boy.
No.
Why you always gotta do this, man? But I do have a few issues with the way that the discussion around Draymond has been. First of all, Draymond's been doing this way too long for people to be treating this with like kid gloves. Like, and that goes for media. Now that don't mean people need to go out there and talk about his character or anything like that. Mm-hmm. I just more so mean like you can't just be out here acting like, yeah, Draymond's a really good dude. Like we get that. We know who Draymond is. Yeah. We don't think he's a bad person. I think he's out here and he's a hothead and he makes bad decisions on the basketball court. That doesn't make him a bad person. He's not out here trying to kill nobody. He's not out here trying to, really end nobody's career. He's just out here. He's just reckless. He's a reckless basketball player. There are reckless football players. There's reckless MLB players. That doesn't make them a bad person at all. It doesn't. Now, when situations like this happen, the Warriors, like Steve Kerr saying, oh, I didn't see the play. First of all, I don't believe him. Second of all, how often do players and coaches look up at that fucking Jumbotron?
They only showed the 85 times.
After a foul. So what? So you think they didn't show him slapping Nurkic 5 to 6 times at least?
Talk about it. That's what it was.
Exactly. He didn't want to have to say Draymond was tripping. Draymond shouldn't have done that. Draymond will be reprimanded. Blah 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 blah. He just
looks bad as an organization.
They already look bad.
I said the organization asked. Can't do that.
Like you can't allow somebody like this to do this many times and expect people to not want to hear what you have to say about it. If there's a player on South Carolina and they smacking people and they doing all this kind of stuff, Don Staley is gonna have to answer questions. And Don Staley gonna step up there and be like, this player is doing too much.
Yeah.
Somebody does it. If Greg Popovich had a player, if Spoelstra can go back and forth with Jimmy Butler and LeBron James.
Come on now, talk about it.
Why you can't go back and forth with Draymond Green? Draymond can go back and forth with KD to the point to where KD don't want to play with your team no more. And nothing gets said about it. Nothing happens. He can punch his teammate dead in the face and knock him out. And nothing can be done about it. I don't know if you saw this, but Trace Jackson Davis was on the bench. When he smacked,
he's like,
what the fuck is he doing?
Yeah.
Corey Joseph is on the end, like confused, like. But
And then
then
the trainer guy is just like,
and then Kevon Looney and Andrew Wiggins just like this nigga stay doing the shit. They didn't have no emotion. They didn't move. Like they was
they
just
ain't
like,
tripping because they better get in the game.
no, they was like that's Draymond. Like they're not even surprised at this point. Nothing that like we can say we're surprised. Like what is he doing? But it's like it's Draymond. He been doing this shit since.
It's not surprising. I'm laughing at it. Like I was literally on the phone with my girl. We were laughing at it as it happened because it's like he's doing this, and we even she doesn't even watch basketball. She knows Draymond does this.
Literally, I have talked to my coworkers and they was like, "Yo, Draymond, that man Draymond be wilding." There's like every time I see him
I talked to my girl. She was like, every time, everything like she only hears a Draymond whenever Draymond does something stupid.
Yeah,
like she got an understanding of who people are, but she knows Draymond for doing stupid stuff. She don't know Draymond for being the defensive player that he is, the defensive anchor for the Warriors. You don't know Draymond for, having a backpack jump shot, none of that. Knows Draymond as Draymond, the fake enforcer. Trying so hard. Yes, fake enforcer. Draymond at the fake enforcer, trying to bully and big dog these NBA players like it's the 90s.
Fake enforcer is crazy.
Bro, it's because it's unnecessary. He doesn't have to do this. He doesn't have to try to instill fear in these guys. Like, nobody's scared of you, dog. That's why they coming up to you, bro. That's why it's like, bro, we not worried about you, bro. Like, literally, dog, you gotta stop. Damn. It's even noon, bro. I'm yelling like this, bro. It's 12:22 and I'm yelling like this, dog. But like, I don't know. So he's been without the men off the team, and like as soon as it happened, they were like, "Oh yeah, the league is gonna look into this." They're like, "Yeah," they already said the league was like, "Yeah, we gonna base the suspension based off his previous encounters." And so I'm like, "Oh, he gonna get a lengthy suspension then," because that 5 games was nothing. That 5 games was a pat on the wrist. And I hate to say it, but this is I want to bring Ja into the mix, but this is like Ja again because Ja got a little suspension, came back, and then did something stupid again. Draymond get a little suspension, came back, did something stupid one of the first games back.
Because like Adam Silver is trying to give players the benefit of the doubt, and I don't necessarily disagree with that.
David Stern ain't letting this happen.
But these players aren't giving him the same respect back. And I'm not saying that they do it because Adam Silver. Is just if you suspend them hefty right away, then it seems you're being too stern.
He's getting
not to be, no pun intended with David Stern, but it seems like you're being too stern.
Yeah.
And then you get the reputation that David Stern had, where it was like this happens for an entire like the Malice in the Palace whole season.
Yeah.
Whole season.
Melo talked about it. Melo talked about David Stern was just like, bro, I know who you are, know what you do, know who you hang around, this, that, and that, whatever. Like, this shit stopping. Excuse my language. This is stopping. You are gonna be one of the players in the league, whatever said. This is stopping. And that was whenever that fight happened in MSG. Like the sucker punch. Yeah.
But I think one of the things is Adam Silver is a really laid back dude. And I think he has a better relationship with all the players than David Stern did.
Yeah.
So I think when things happen, he's more. Yeah, I think he's more likely to give them a slight punishment to see if that's the warning. Yeah, like all right, we have to do something here, so we give you 5, we'll give you 8. Then you do it again. It's like okay, now you just test it.
Have you go through some type of program and some type of counseling, like. Ja Morant had to go through some type of counseling. Kyrie had to go through some type of counseling with his suspension. Now Draymond's going to counseling with his suspension. Like, giving these guys chances. Now it's like, nah. Next thing you know, 25 games, 30 games, 40 games.
Yep. It's going to have to get to that point if players, and it's not a bunch of players. It's only a few players that have gotten multiple suspensions in the last couple of years. But at a certain point, you got to set some kind of precedent because then there's going to be players that are in the league and they're like, all right, well, Draymond only got 5 for this. So, and I've only done this, the one time. So I shouldn't get that. But at a certain point, you just got to be like, if you do this, this is the suspension. This is how long it is.
One thing I like about that though. No, I'm not even gonna go there. Not gonna go there. But
Right.
all in all though, man, Draymond need to get his act together. Yeah. All right, we got left over. We got Christmas games and tier list.
Yeah,
Christmas.
my tier list has to do with Christmas. So
So we gonna go through these games real quick.
we got some good ones, man.
Or do you just want to do this?
What's up?
So do you just want to do this later in the week?
Do what later in the week?
Just do like a Christmas like preview. You want to do it now? Do it later.
Like a show?
Low key. Cause we're already at like an hour and a half. Low key.
I mean, we can. That's straight.
I gotta make this right now.
I mean, how far are we going into this? Like, are we like going depth with this?
Let's not go. That's not going. All right, no, we're not going.
I think we was going.
No. All right, we just do it now. So first game. So I know I'm gonna do after I open presents is watch these games all day uninterrupted. Y'all better call me now, text me. Save your Merry Christmas text. Don't text me on Merry. Don't text me Merry Christmas.
He's capping. He's capping. He's capping.
I'm capping.
You're capping.
How?
You gonna sit down and watch every single one of these games?
Yes.
Every single one.
Like I've done for the past 10 Christmases. Yes.
You watched every game. Every game. Even the 10:30 games.
I ain't gonna lie, that 10:30 game be the stretch.
P. Diddy looked at me back and forth like we on The Voice. Just trying to be like, yeah, you're right.
That 10:30 game be the stretch because you've been up since damn 10 o'clock.
But
damn.
this one is mad.
Presents, lit. You don't have food, you know. Mom done threw down. You don't have the Christmas dinner, you know.
This one's mad
full off the dinner, off the dessert, a little bit of eggnog in your system, whatever. If you drink eggnog, you know. And then it's like that 10 o'clock game is like, damn, we got another game, and it's like we don't watch 5 games. You know, we don't watch 4 games. The 5th one.
There go that math again.
All right. How about end of the night? You didn't even get to play 2K yet.
That's a fact. I used to be mad because I'm like,
I used to play 2K during half times. I used to put on 2K during half time and then like put in the locker codes and stuff.
I used to. That would be like I would get to open up one thing.
Or my brother be playing 2K by the time I get to.
I would know what the games were,
yeah.
Or I wouldn't. I like obviously we know what a game thing looks like, so I would always pick one of those and then play that in the morning from like whatever time that we open them until 12, and then I'm watching the games the rest of the day.
Yeah. I would have some time to play 2K and check out the new.
You gotta account for how long the setup.
Because
you got to think about how long the setup is gonna be. Like
yeah,
we were young,
like damn.
Now I'm like, bro, this whole thing. Like when I got 2K a couple months ago or whenever it came out, I'm like, damn, this shit been like an hour almost.
Bro, no, nothing's worse than whenever I pre-ordered the last 2K. It was the last one Kobe was on, not this past one, but the one they put him on after he passed. So
yeah, 2021.
Yeah, I pre-ordered it. And I didn't know I was gonna pre-order it until like the week of, because like me and my brother, I was asking him to go half on it, right? Because he had a job at the time, and I was like, bro, just go half on it with me, decide not whatever, decide, you know. We do it. And then he's like, I don't know if I want it, that. And I was like kind of growing out of playing 2K at that point. So, but we ended up getting it. I got it, pre-ordered it. Bro, I was at the crib all day Friday. I ain't do nothing that day. I ain't made no moves. I ain't go nowhere. I was waiting for 2K to come to the crib. Because when I ordered it, it was like, yeah, it should be delivering by 9 p.m. So I'm like, okay. I was like, okay, word. They delivered that damn game at 8:59, Tariq.
Damn.
I'm like, it's dark as hell. I hear ringing a knock on the door. I'm like, what is? I look, it's a box by the door, 2K. I was like, they waited this long? Like, it was at the warehouse. I was checking the tracking. It was at the warehouse all day.
You could have just gone to the warehouse, picked it up.
Exactly. Warehouse was like Somerville, South Carolina, so it was at like Somerville or North Charleston, one of the two. It was like warehouse, hit the FedEx warehouse or whatever, right? UPS warehouse or whatever. In the morning, So I'm like, bet. Hit the routes. I'm gonna get the game by like 2 or something, 2 in the afternoon, whatever, when they hit their routes. I get the game 9 p.m.
Nah, that's OD. I can't lie.
Kept refresh. It was like, all right, should be delivered by 3. Then it's like, all right, should be delivered by 5. Should be delivered by 7. Delivered by 9. Bro. Anyways. Yeah, and then it took forever to download. I didn't even get to play 2K that day. I was so mad. So mad. But all in all, though, we do got 5 good games, good matchups. You got Knicks, Bucks, and MSG. That could, hey, somebody leaving out of there with something, some type of big performance. MSG Christmas Day, come on now, we don't see the performances. We don't see it. Plenty of times.
It's normally Embiid. They've been doing Philly and New York more recently.
Now they did New York and whatchamacallit, New York and Atlanta last year, I believe. Remember the whole Trae Young thing?
Last year they did in New York?
Was that last year or was that 2 years ago? I remember my boy was at the game though.
I feel like that was a couple years ago because I feel like typically it's New York. No, because Philly and Boston played last year. I remember now.
Yeah, so I think it was.
Nah, that might be playoffs. I'm tripping. Hold on. No, that might have been Philly.
I know within the past few years, I know it was Atlanta and New York because of Trae Young, but I don't even think Trae Young played. But yeah, then you got Warriors and
last year was Suns, Nuggets, Grizzlies, Warriors, Bucks, Celtics, Sixers, Knicks. So yeah, Sixers, Knicks, Lakers, Mavericks.
So it must have been 2 years ago then.
Grizzlies, Warriors,
They
Suns.
did it right after that series, that playoff series where the Hawks beat the Knicks. They did it right after.
Because I remember because the Warriors won the chip, and that was the game that they put against the Warriors or against the Grizzlies.
Yeah.
Because December 25th. Something like
Warriors and Nuggets, 2:30 game. That's
the one.
The 5 o'clock game always be the best game in my opinion. They always try to put the best matchup for the 5 o'clock game. I remember years ago, it was Nets Lakers. Whole house was going crazy. Clax dunked on Braun. I damn near almost ran out the house. I have it on video too, because my cousin was recording because she was like, well, everybody wilding out over this game. She's sitting on the couch. Everybody else wilding out about the game. Clax dunked on Braun. I said, I tripped over a folding chair. I tripped over a folding chair and almost went face first to my kitchen table.
Like, that's crazy.
It was crazy, bro. I almost ran out the crib. But that's that 5 o'clock matchup not only be the matchup, but you got Lakers and Celtics, which should be a good matchup this year, being that both teams. You got Sixers Heat at 8 o'clock. That should be good. The Heat have been looking good. Hey, the boy, Jaime Jaquez. There's a new Triple J in the building.
Yes, it is. Shoot, and in a different year, in a non-generational talent draft, that boy rookie of the year.
He already for sure though.
But if there was no Wemby and no Chet,
he already for sure. And I would say he probably end up in third in voting.
I was about to say he third in voting. Yeah. Gotta be first team all show.
For Showski. And then you got the Mavs and the Suns. Ooh,
we staying up for that one.
Luka, Book against each other again. Now Kyrie's out, so it's not Kyrie against KD.
We need it. He gonna be back. I'm calling it now. He gonna be back.
He gonna be back in a week?
Kyrie gonna play Christmas Day. I'm calling it right now. Kyrie's gonna play Christmas Day.
Heard it here first. The source. You must be an all even.
Yeah, me and Kyrie like this for.
Oh, word.
Yeah. We like that for lifers.
Y'all all even tribe.
Yeah.
Word. Yeah, it should be a good lineup. Good hoops. I hope to watch these games uninterrupted, but I know I'm not. So
that's why I said it. I didn't say it because I didn't think you'd be able to sit there, but I know what's gonna happen before it even happens.
Hey, and come on ESPN. Yeah, we watching that game.
Oh, we? That was we. Yeah, if it's weed, you're not watching all 5.
Yeah.
I'm just letting you know that right now.
I'm
You're not.
watching all 5. Whether it's on my cellular device or on my TV in my room.
I
Or in the living room.
smell cap. All right, tier list. So we
All
can
right.
get on. What are your put in a tier list of 4-ish? Do you want to do Christmas jerseys or Christmas games? Like, do you have any memories of your favorite Christmas games, or do you have any memories of your favorite Christmas jerseys?
Okay, let's talk. No.
Because
The
that red
Adidas jerseys,
Miami,
when Adidas had the jerseys, man on man. No. Nike.
oh
People
Lord.
in Beaverton, Oregon.
Oh my gosh.
Y'all have been the jersey provider for the NBA for the last like 7-8 years. And y'all not y'all give me these bum city edition jerseys. They've gotten worse over the year. They came when it first came out, it was cool. There was some cool ones, whatever. They gave us the classic. They gave us the Brooklyn Biggie joints, or you had someone like the what was another great one? I can't really remember. Some Lakers ones were good. Pistons had some fire ones. They brought back the old school Pistons teal a couple years ago. Hornets had some good ones. Heat had some good ones. Who else has some? Rockets had some good ones. It's been some good there. But this year, y'all really dropped the ball. And every year, y'all really dropped the ball by not coming up with no damn Christmas jerseys. Like, what y'all doing? Does Adidas own the trademark to Christmas jerseys? Is that what you're telling us? Because if not, why the hell haven't we gotten a Christmas jersey? Tired of seeing regular plain jerseys on Christmas. I guess Adidas spoiled us when they decided to introduce the Christmas jerseys, because the Christmas jerseys was always lit. Always lit. Always was festive. Always had like the Christmas looking font, like always had like the look. Y'all don't even come up with Christmas shoes no more, Nike. I remember the Christmas pack of the Kobe 9s that look like a doggone candy cane. I remember those. I remember the eggnog KDs. I remember the bronze. I remember the Kyrie dropped the Samurais on Christmas. I remember all of this. Nike dropped the ball. Nike still dropping the damn ball. I'm going to call Nike Kadarius Toney the way they dropped the ball. Nike be dropping the ball, man. Damn.
I'm like, now Smagalore.
Nike be dropping the ball. Now, I'll say this. I feel like Devin Booker's shoe is going to drop on Christmas. The way this rollout has been, talking about it's coming out in December. I'm thinking it's going to, unless there's a release date for the D books, they're dropping on Christmas Day. It's going to be a shock drop, just like, because Nike is known for that. Nike is known for having Christmas shock drops. I got my sneakers app downloaded. I'm ready. But all in all, though, man, I did not like when they had them sleeve jerseys. I did not like that. So that's on the bottom tier there. Christmas shoes, though, classic. I love how, Kobe with the Grinches, or like I said, the eggnog KDs. I remember those. Kyrie's, Braun, John Morant last year when he debuted his shoe. I mean, they didn't have a Christmas game, but it was like a debut, like a Christmas or whatever theme rollout, I should say, for the Ja ones. Christmas moments though. If I could really remember the Warriors and the Clippers, those matchups on Christmas. What else or who else? I remember Melo against the Celtics.
I thought you were gonna say Melo against the Bulls.
No, that wasn't Christmas. That was Easter.
Oh, that was Easter. You right.
Yeah, I remember that fondly.
Oh, because of the Yeah, because looking at the jerseys, that definitely wasn't Christmas yet.
Yeah, but definitely remember, Knicks always being on Christmas. That was always good. Trying to really think.
That Heat game against the Lakers where they were throwing automatically oops off the backboard and shit. Broadcasting that shit, the left hand all the way.
Yeah, and then his son's recreating it. Like,
oh yeah.
that they posted the video. Like, they did it in the first quarter, and then they posted the video like later on, or like that day or whatever. Savannah posted it. Yeah. I think that's so tough. Just man.
Warriors Cavs was 2017.
Oh yeah, Kyrie freaking shot. Yeah, hit that turnaround, bang. No, I'm not gonna go there. I was gonna bring up something involving Kyrie and the Warriors. I'll say it off air.
Oh Lord.
But no, it's actually at the end of the episode. I'll say it. It's at the end of the episode. I'll say it, bro. Oh man. No, because she was in attendance for that game. I was like, why is she at the game?
I knew you was gonna say that.
Because listen, I remember she posted her at the game. And I was like, and then I think that's whenever they kind of like soft launch or whatever. And then they broke up. And then that one, I was like, oh, Cavs winning the championship this year. Sure enough, Cavs winning the championship. I think that's the greatest.
That wasn't that was 2017 when they had the Christmas Day game.
Was it?
Yeah, because KD was playing. KD was playing.
Was he?
Yeah, KD was in that game.
I thought the Christmas game with Kyrie cut up.
Richard dunked on Clay. That was the year after 2016. Because I don't think they played. I don't think they played Christmas Day 2016.
They didn't play Christmas Day 2016.
I feel like they played. I feel like OKC and Golden State played.
Well, I think they played. Oh no, they didn't. I'm getting all confused. Up here. I need to go through and sort out my memories, sort out my hoop data.
Yeah, 2017 was Cavs Warriors. They played at 3.
Oh, and that's when Richard Jefferson dunked on them boys.
Just said that.
All right, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning into this episode. It's been a long one. Nah, but for real though.
20, so maybe it was 2016 too. I don't know, man.
I thought Kyrie hit the shot on them that game. I mean, he turned around.
I feel like that wasn't 2016.
I thought that was one of Kyrie's first games that season. Let me see, man. Cavs.
Maybe it was 2016. Then
2016. Let's see.
Oh, okay. I got the years mixed up because
I remember they had the Christmas jersey. Yeah,
I got the years mixed up because they won that championship. I was going off based off the year they won the championship.
That was KD's first year with them.
Because I wasn't thinking they play in December, so it was going to be 2016 regardless.
That was KD's first year.
It's the year 2016, but it's 2016-17.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm still wrong.
Because it's the year that they won the championship.
I'm still thinking of it wrong. Hold on, let me.
Because it wasn't before the 2016 finals. I know that for sure, but it was.
So they did play in 2015, but the Cavs lost 83-89.
They played in 2015.
They played in 2015.
Christmas Day. Ew.
Yeah.
I
was like Kyrie's first game back, I believe. Or one of his first games back. Like, bro, look at the jerseys back then, bro.
15 was a
fine. Jerseys back then. This just screams Christmas.
Yeah. 15 was a
fine. Adidas was in their bag when they did that. Like, what Nike? You're supposed to be above Adidas. You're supposed to be competing. You're supposed to come through with.
Like, well, there was the year where they didn't put the Knicks.
To have Christmas lights on the jersey, actual lights that you can see on the jersey. Like, Nike care about their jerseys for 1 year when they had that little thing where you could scan it or like you could touch your phone to it and then you could see like what went on behind the scenes with the jersey, whatever. They cared about their jerseys for 1 season. 1. after that's been like, oh, you know what? You're gonna take this design or that song. Who am I calling? What the hell? Who is Mark? What the yo? Who in the world? Got me accidentally calling people. But yeah, Nike need to get better. Need to make better. Need to make Christmas jerseys. Need to do better. All that in a bag of chips. Nike be better. I be calling Nike out all the time. I don't know if Nike were ever to see any of the any other criticism I have for them. I don't know. I still want a Nike deal. I still want to be in a Nike commercial. Whatever. I'm putting that out there. Maybe the Nike commercial should be calling out Nike. How about that? I haven't added Nike in a long time to tell them to come up with AJ Wilson's signature shoe. So I'm gonna do that right now. Oh nope, I'm on the show page. But all right, y'all. I ain't got nothing else to say.
Yeah, that's all I have for the show.
Hope you guys have a happy holidays. Or they all celebrate Christmas or not. Or they all celebrate Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, Festivus, any of that.
Appreciate y'all.